Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am just some dude on the internet, and you are watching Project Zomboid Build 42, the Frank Fultz Chronicles. Now, I have kicked off another animation for us. I want you guys to see this. This is going to set us up for today's episode. 47 days. I found something I wasn't looking for up in the estate. A forge, an anvil, wells that don't run dry, and a garden already growing. Everything a man could need to start over. But there's no road in. Just brush and dead trees between me and the only place that's felt like more than shelter. So tonight, I'm cutting a path. Because a place like this doesn't stay hidden forever. And I'd rather be the one who's ready when someone else finds it. And that brings us back to today. We are currently 1 month and 19 days into the apocalypse with 1,149 Zeds killed, with the crowbar being our favorite weapon. Mr. Frank Fultz here sitting at 79 weight with one arrow pointing down. Now, I'm going to kick off the recap music once more. We're going to walk around and take a look at what we've got going on as I feed myself and get my day going here. I can find my milk. There it is. Always nice to start a 3:20 p.m. stream with a bowl of milk. Thought it was breakfast time for a moment. Is now. All right, we can unequip this guy. Oops, that's in the wrong spot. My bowls are in the freezer, not where I meant. All right, my respirator here. Its condition is doing well. The respirator filters are still fine, so we don't need to replace those yet. Ooh, I'm hearing a Zed. All right, let's put this on my back. Time to go investigate. These Zeds, they always end up coming through here, banging on the back door. It must be on the other side. Whoa. Well, let's investigate, shall we? I believe that they are probably on this side. Yep, there they are. Hey, buddy. It's a good thing that we were able to protect our chickens. Here we are. Now, with the day almost being over, it's probably not in our best interest to head out that way. I kind of want to prep for the run tomorrow. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to hop back into this car, go back to the other safe house, and we're going to collect a gun. There were a decent amount down here. There we go. Whip around. Okay. Yep. Whoa. There, turn. There's the FOSS oil. All right, go all the way around. We might need to either like deal with those guys with a smoke bomb, or not smoke bomb, an aerosol bomb, or a noisemaker or something. We got a lot of these guys. Music's getting intense. All right, going around the bend here, and then this should take us back to the starter safe house. How are things looking over here? Where the hell did the hood go? All right, here, hang on a sec. Where's the dashboard? There we go. Mod went a little bit hanky there for a second. All right, turn this car off. I need to go investigate real quick, see how things are going over here. Yeah, what happened to this? Just the hood's open, probably. Close hood, yes. Okay. I thought something was horribly wrong. Let's take a look at this guy. This guy probably needs a little bit of... No, it's got 90% fuel. All right, we must have filled it up recently. Taking a look, how is the water doing in these barrels here? Empty, so it's 60 liters. Probably about 6, 12, 18. 180 liters worth of fluid. All right, our buckets over here. All right, we're gonna hop in here, and I should have a rifle. Hey, there's the 45 ACP rounds. All right, this can be mounted on the shotgun. We can add a scope. All right, well, I'm gonna take that for certain. This M9, it is unloaded. All right, we're gonna take the box of ACP rounds. And then sitting on top, there's the sawed-off shotgun M9 with nothing in it. They got the magazines, they're just empty. Okay, so apparently I did not have that. Let's grab the remaining books here. We're gonna haul this stuff up. Okay, so yeah, we had a lot of cereal. I'm gonna start migrating some of this stuff out of here. Yeah, we're gonna start moving this stuff to the northern safe house so that we can get up to the estate. All right, let's hop in the side here. The seat is occupied with the Jenny. Yeah, I forgot about that. All right, let's go in here. Through that empty pot. And we're gonna need those buckets for sure, because there's some cows that I want to pay a visit to. All right, let's deliver this back to the northern safe house. Been a while since I've taken this route. Nice. Well, that was a smarter way to go about this. Holy shit. Bobbing and weaving. Been a while since I've hit a Zed. Make sure I don't slam into a mailbox at high speeds. All right, and we back it up. And since we built the chicken hutch, the chickens will live here. We don't need to necessarily worry about them running into this half of our domain because we have built... God, this is like one of the most frustrating things though. Gonna have to figure out how to do this because this is simply not gonna do. All right, turn that engine off. All right, and then I'm carrying a whole lot, so... Let's go ahead and drop off a bunch of this stuff. So this is at 30 out of 50. All right, let's move... I'm gonna put the coffee on the ground. We're gonna put the canned tuna chips, all of this stuff there. Yeast will go in here. Banging on our door out here. What's going on? Give him a good old whack. All right, this guy too. There we go. All right, and this was like all of the linens and stuff. Sacks of dirt and sand, yeah. All right, now a lot of this, yeah, let's go grab, we're gonna grab the books. So as far as books go, yeah, look at that. Animal care 1, 2, 3, blacksmithing 1, 4, butchering 2, carving 2, 3, 4, first aid 1, 2, 3, fishing 1, foraging 4, glassmaking 1 and 5. And I mean 5 is for 9 and 10, so that's pretty good to have those. Napping 1, 3, 4, maintenance 4 and 5, masonry 2, mechanics 4, tailoring 2, so we've already read 1. And there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. We have all of the tailoring books. Tracking 1, 2, 3, and 4. Trapping 5. So we have a great deal, like a wealth of knowledge right now. That's incredible. All right. Our guy is pretty tired, but let's maybe try to read something here. We have a bunch of armor schematics, tools, forging a crowbar. All right, yeah, let's read that. All right, we'll toss that on the shelf. I guess I just put it back. I still have this basting brush. What is going on? All right, and then I kind of want to get some stuff, some more things read and start real quick. Let's eat a little bit of food. Did I have anything prepped in here? Yeah, I did. Okay, I have stale chicken legs that are cooked already. Instead of just eating them raw, let's go to the oven. Let's grab this pot. Right click. Oh, we can make biscuits. We can make biscuits, fam. Let's go stale leg and wings. Let's grab those. I want to make a soup, but they're already cooked. Context menu, put them out more. What the hell? Why can't I make this soup now? Oh, it's because it's not full. Hang on. My bad. And you know what? Hang on, we got water right outside, and let's use that. Transfer liquid into our pot. Sweet. Now we should be able to make a soup. Let's fill up some pots really quick. Ooh. Okay, yeah. So we can put pasta in there too, but let's go ahead and do a stew from the chicken leg. Chicken wing. We will add vegetable oil. We will add, goodness. Add a little bit of dried cat food to it. Gotta keep it interesting, you know. But don't worry, we won't let it be sad. Relic, hey! Yeah, no worries. No worries about being late. I accidentally noticed a little bit late that the first 15 minutes I was streaming, I had accidentally had it unlisted because I had streamed earlier today. So I didn't make the stream public until 15 minutes in, so you're all good. All right, we are gonna add, let's add a fresh egg in this. All right, so this stew has a whole lot of stuff and it's already uncooked. Is there anything else? Stew, let's add some salt. And I don't need it. I don't need to add the pasta to it. We'll add the pepper. All right, and then pop that guy back in the oven. Fresh, uncooked. It's 43. All right. All right, let's speed this guy up. Takes a little bit of time to make that stew, but it's going to be so worth it. We are on edge. All right, turn that off. Relic says, what did you stream earlier? Must have missed the notification for that one too. Got to see what's up with that. Yeah, I streamed a little bit earlier today, and we got the chickens. I went on a side quest and collected 4 or 5 different chickens, and then brought them back here, and then built a hutch and 2 feeding troughs here that have a lot of water because it was raining. All right, we are going to eat half of this. So this has how much calories? 700. And we're at 55 hunger. All right, let's eat half of this guy. And we will get some sleep. We should be full to bursting. We are. Awesome. And then cigarette. Let's smoke. Yeah, I also built this bookshelf. We've went to 3 other survivor homes that were like right next to each other. An entire neighborhood. Yeah, let me pull this up on the map. Yeah, last episode, we went over here. There were 3 survivor homes all in proximity. So I broke into this guy first, broke into this one next, realized that there were a bunch of chickens there, then went back and forth several times to save those chickens, and then went back to this house over here. So you'll see a lot of these schematics and stuff that I still need to read. They came from there. And then I kind of took some trips back and forth and moved a lot of the books over here. So I think all of the books pretty much are here. All of the books that I have read that I haven't moved to the estate are right here. So these are all the ones that I have read. All right, we're gonna get our character, we gotta get him some sleep here. Let's put this stew in here. Yeah, and I accidentally ran over a baby chick because this place was packed with cars. Notice that there's no car in here anymore. One of the baby chicks ran under my car and I tried to move it and they died. It was just absolutely tragic. There we go. All right, we're gonna make it all the way through this night. I believe it. All right. Well, let's eat the rest of that stew that we just made. And we're getting back into the swing of things. Like before all of the electricity had gone out, Frank was rolling in food. And since we've been cooking, man, we gotta read our other book. I'm thinking it might be worth our time today too to maybe like try to read a little bit. I know that I really want to go build this road, but I want to read. I want to take care of some of this stuff. There's masonry, tailoring, tracking. We were reading blacksmithing. Yeah, we're 30 pages into that. There's animal care. And I mean, we're dealing with animals right now. So this would be incredibly helpful. And believe it or not, we read tailoring 1 and we have tailoring 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we have tracking 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's aiming for butchering 2. I think we can also read now because our butchering is level. Yep. The animal husbandry one makes sense to me. Should probably read that one. Let's go take a look really quick out here. See how our chickadees are doing. Give them a pet. Hello there, little chicken. They're sickly. Oh no. Well, I hope that they are okay. Sickly, are all of my chickens getting sick? I hope not. Little chickadee, how are you doing? You're healthy. You little juvenile. All right, let's take a look at the hutch info. Dirtiness is 54%. All right, so we need to try to clean that. We need a bucket of water. What did it say? You need water and a mop, dish towel, bath towel, or a broom. So let's go get some water in a bucket, and then I should have a towel. One would hope. Okay, so I don't see anything there. Do I have a normal towel in the bathroom? Now I have hair gel. Okay. Well, let's see. There's the empty pot here. Bellows. There's the, okay, so here is a bucket. I'm at least gonna fill up the bucket. Animal trough, transfer liquid. Put some of that into a bucket. All right, so let's drop this bucket. We'll set it on the ground. And then we're gonna go find a dish towel or something, dude. I find it hard to believe I didn't have a dish towel. There's a dish towel. Bam. An in and out kind of job, you know? And double check, is there anything in the back of this car? Yeah. A lot of stuff from the dismantling of things. And a car battery charger. All right, let's go clean this chicken roost because they will get sick and they will die. Clean it. Awesome. So hopefully that will help the chickens thrive a little bit. I needed to go get hay. So that's something that we can keep our eyes out for. Just different food. All right. Well, this can be... We can take this dish towel, place it on the ground next to that bucket. Yeah, in terms of ammunition, man, I thought I had a bunch of ammo. Where did that go? Or at least like the rifle ammunition. If that's not there, it might be in the fire truck. All right, yeah, and in the back here, there's maple syrup in here. And then let's check the inside. Cigarette pack, taking it. All right, that's the trunk. If I remember correctly, you threw some in the front seat of one of the cars. It's probably going to be that truck that is way up there. All right, well, it's 8:30 in the morning. Here's what we're going to do since I want to make some more progress here. I'm going to take this rifle because it's only got 3 shots in it. We're going to plop that in here. This already has a whole lot of different food. It's got nails, wood axes. We're going to grab the shotgun. This is going to go on my back. We're going to grab the rounds. All right, these M1911 mags going in the backpack. M1911 pistols going in the backpack. Crowbar going in the backpack. All right, these rounds. All right, we're gonna open this bandolier. Does not hold that, unfortunately. All right, put the empty bottle there. Flashlights going away. All right, that's 16. This weighs 3, so that's gonna get me down to 13. And if I'm holding the shotgun, all right, that puts me down to 14. Okay. And if I press 4, then I'm into the heavy. All right, but I should have 48 rounds of snub nose. Okay. So here is what we are going to do, my friends. We have an empty gas can here. I would like to take one of these gas cans. I'm gonna grab one full one, put it in my main guy here. Okay, so we're gonna take this. There we go. We do have enough room. So we're gonna take ourselves, pull this map up. We are gonna take ourselves from our current northern safe house up toward the lake house, but we are going to follow the Dixie Highway Route 31 west. We're going to follow that this way and kind of go around the back end. We need to deliver some supplies to the lake house so that we can begin building a road to connect here. That's going to be the quickest route for us. So we're going to deliver some food. And the other thing that we are going to do is right this way. It's like right down here is another gas station. So I collected a generator at the end of last episode when I streamed earlier today. We are going to go drop that generator off. So we're going to get into a gunfight and use the shotgun and all of that probably over here, dependent upon how many Zeds are in that area. Oops, let's turn this on. There we go. All right, let's go forward. And then we will close this out. We're gonna come back later. All right, everyone. So let's just double check really quick where we need to go from here. All right, so we follow around this bend. We will get onto the highway and we're gonna follow that. Man, they're trying to get into that market. That guy looked like he had a gun on him. Auto shop, some storage. We could come back with sledgehammer. Got some industrial. All right, we really have not been on this. Yeah, there's Smokies. But beyond here, I don't think that we've really gone, yeah. Yep, so this is all fresh territory. All right, I see a car here. Let's pop out, take a look. Looks like it's in decent shape. All right, looks like we got some locked doors. Everything here is seeming locked. All right. Well, we're gonna take that crowbar, put it in both hands. All right, and then we will... I would like to smash the vehicle window, please. And we see anything? We got a map of Riverside. Let's go ahead and... I think we've already read that, though. Flashlight. All right, let's go. Front seat. No keys are in there. Doors are unlocked. Trunk is unlocked. There's tarp, seltzer water. All right. On the road again. We need to fix the window over here when we finally spend some more time doing mechanics. All right, there are a ton of Zeds over here on the highway. Now it seems like they have died off. Waiting for a big cluster of them. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna follow all the way down until it makes a natural left. Okay, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Highway is a mess. Ow, I repeat, highway is a mess. Good God. All right. Well, that's how we deal with that situation. All right, let's drive around this area really quick, see what we're dealing with. So we got a diner. So this is the gas station. I thought that there was another one. Whoa. Yeah, I think that there is another one. Yes, there is. Okay. So this is one gas station. This is not the one that I was thinking about. But good to know. Welcome to Dixie. Damn. All right, well, there's a lot of people over here. Just get an idea of what's in this area. As you can see, the longer that you survive, the higher the zombie population grows. All right, we're gonna whip around this way. Okay, here we go again with this shit. Oh. No. Going off road. Here we go. Yo, dude, one of my cats is standing on my external audio interface and it got really loud all of a sudden. Holy shit. All right. Bob and weave, bob and weave. Let's go. Dude, this is horrible. Absolutely atrocious. Wow, dude. This freeway is fucked up. All right, we are stressed out beyond all belief. Let's get a cigarette. Dude, I might have to boot one of my cats out of here. She's being a little bit of a turd. All right, that brought us down a little bit. Is that a well? No, that looks like a fire. Gotta love cat level difficulty, yeah. All right, so this is what I was talking about. I believe that this is where we're gonna... Yep, this is the other gas station. These are clothes. Wow, that's so loud. Right next to Spiffo's, getting big Spiffo van too. Holy shit, that's a lot of Zeds. That'll get their attention. Okay. Oh no, don't get out of the car. Frank, what are you doing? That could have been very bad. All right, we're doing a little bit of stealth here. Yes, I have temporarily abandoned the car, but it's to lose line of sight. Oh! And here we are, back on the road. All right. This guy's still following me. Sure looks like it. Nope. Okay. Pardon me if my voice sounded like a small robot, because I just realized that my cat had touched the external audio interface buttons too. So if I was sounding weird at all for the last, I don't know, 3 minutes, because of my cat. All right, yeah, dude, we are out of breath. So we honked that horn, drawing a lot of people in the area, and we hopped out. There they are. They're all that way. let's see if we can get inside. All right, I'm gonna sit on the ground really quick. There we go. All right, we need to smoke a cigarette and we can drop this map on the ground. Now this was the gas station I was talking about reclaiming, so I have a generator for it. There is a lot of Zeds though. Smoke another cigarette, man. Just a guy shuffling slow but sure. Okay, well that did not seem to help with being on edge, but we'll just do with it what we can. Which at the... Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, hang on. We got to deal with this guy now. Oh my God. Okay, somebody else is probably going to come in here. Box of tissues. Let's just take a look. Empty gas can. There's a jack. Magazines. Sponge. Bubblegum soda. Tortilla chips. All right. Yeah, well, we're going to eat. We're going to panic eat some tortilla chips. Son of a bitch. There's no fucking escape. A lot of Diet Cola here. Okay. That's really it. I mean, just a lot of soda in here. Okay, and then melted ice cream. Once again, a dark as can be hallway. A back room. 2 empty gas cans, a tire pump. This is just a corner. Nice. All right, this door is unlocked. I always like to do that just in case. Smoking a cig. Deploying a cigarette. So let's see, M1911, some shader mods. I added stuff to allow me to play solitaire in game if I wanted to with cards. I've added some like additional vanilla clothes, a lot of animations and stuff so that whenever drawers open in game, like they actually open. Let's see. How is the... Whoa. Where are the Zeds? What happened? Is my car still here? That's the real question. Super cool. I just saw the list in the description. Yeah, that's the best place to go to take a look at them. I got links and everything for you there. Please tell me that my car is still here with my stuff. Oh, it is. Well, what's genuinely concerning is that all of the Zeds that were in here just disappeared. So I don't know, maybe the JVM, the Java Virtual Machine, freaked out or something. But I didn't create the situation, so I'm just gonna go ahead and eat my Smirker's bar and smirk my way through here. This place looks like a great place to go for leveling tailoring. Yeah, just lots and lots of clothes. So literally all of these clothes, you can right click then I've got my my handy knife here. How is this not on my belt? Yeah, put that on the belt. Yeah, so you can rip them, you can cut them up. I could have swore that the handy knife said that it had like scissors and stuff on here. Well, concerning that all of the Zeds disappeared out of nowhere, but I'm happy that I didn't have to shoot, so. Now, what are the odds that as I'm in this building, all of the Zeds spawn again? I don't hear anyone. All right, there's golf cap, sports. Strapped shoes. Work boots. Hoodie. Rubber gloves, tarp, rubber hose, cleaning solution, rat poison. A lot of stuff that we don't need. All right, well, with all of the Zeds just mysteriously up and vanishing after the game crashed, let's go ahead and reclaim the gas station. Might as well. All right, let's back this bad boy up. All right, turn that engine off. All right, let's open this door up. Nope, not enter vehicle. Open the door. There is the generator. We're gonna grab it. And then right here, we'll drop it. All right, now we should have gasoline in the bed of the truck. Let's go ahead and grab that. There's that jerry can. Got two of them. All right, this one, we're gonna add fuel. I'm getting paranoid, dude. I'm like, where are the Zeds? All right, this empty gas can, we will place it on the ground. All right, this generator, we will connect. And with it connected, we'll turn it on. All right, let's grab this gas can, we'll fill it up. All right, we're gonna go set this in the back. All right, let's whip it around and fill up our gas. Yeah, because we're not full yet. All right, oh wow, and the gas is on the right side, so I guess we are already in the right location. So let's just kind of back this up a little bit, get to about there. Let's turn the car off. Yeah, one of the other mods that I got here is that realistic dashboards. All right, refuel from the gas pump. All right, now the other thing that we are gonna do really quick, because I wanna see, if I look at the generator info here, Yeah, so you'll see it's encompassing this area. So I'm going to go inside real quick. X out of here. It's using 2 popsicle freezers and 9 lights. So let's go in here, turn off the lights, and unplug the freezers. That is another mod that I have. So yeah, right here. Context menu, turn off. That freezer is now turned off. Turn off. All right, and then our lights shouldn't be. Oh wow, did that just turn on? I turned it on from the inside. Makes an interesting sound. All right. Let's double check here. Jenny info. 9 lights and the 4 gas pumps. We should be good. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn that Jenny off now. Are you running unstable version of Zomboid? Yes, I am. I'm playing build 42 of Project Zomboid. I've been playing build 42 since December of 2024. And I've been playing Zomboid myself for a little over, probably like over 10 years or so. And if this is your first time stopping by the channel, I do live streams weekly, and then I have a ton of videos. This is episode 31 of the Frank Fultz Chronicles is what I'm calling it. So our character is Francisco Fultz, Frank Fultz. Feel free to take a look at the channel. Whoa, dude. Okay, so there's a car being eaten by the ground. I just started my first playthrough today. Well, welcome to Project Zomboid. Project Zomboid is a hell of a game. It takes a little while to learn, but it all makes... Oh, dude, another Spiffo van key. We are just rolling in it. Let's drop McCoy lumber for this one in here. Oh, okay, there's Zed's again after the game crashed. Yeah, it takes a little while to learn Project Zomboid, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad. All right, let's deal with this guy. All right, let's deal with this guy. Dude, that Spiffo van don't look too good. All right, anybody else? Oh, okay, so there's the Zeds. Cigarettes. Always take the cigarettes. All right, tire iron. It's got 113. Switch to the front seat because it got gas. It does not. That one's locked. Come on, man. Sometimes the stippy stomps are just BS. Okay, and then she falls down. I don't know what that was about. All right. Yeah, now I'm gonna have to repair my hood, man. All right. So there's a bunch over there. Oops. And a couple over here. Let's take a look at the Spiffo van. The one that's sinking into the ground. Oof, man, that was an execution shot right there. All right, we got rotten burgers. I'm not even going to attempt to get into this car for fear of Build 42 killing me for no reason. Oh, there's some flour on the ground. We're going to take that to the estate. Absolutely. All right. Everything else. We got empty bucket. There's really nothing else in here. Cleaning solution, bleach. What the hell is this on the ground? Wrenches, pipe wrench, power bar. There's a pot. There's a pot in the pot. An empty pot in the bathroom. Somebody had an idea. I am off to bed. I'm loving your channel so far. I will tune in again for your future streams. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much for joining. I'm glad that you found the channel. Feel free to dig in. And if you haven't clicked subscribe, please do. Glad to see you around. All right, this guy. Oh, hang on. Here we go. All right, let's do this. Get this guy right here. All right, Alex Moore says, hello, you look geared up. How long has your character been alive? My character has been alive for 1 month and 20 days with 1,165 Zeds killed so far. My playthrough, I've been playing with 2-hour days. So my my character's day-night cycle is a little bit longer than average. I think the normal is 90 minutes. All right, there's 3 shots. Now these guys must have been, we got these guys coming this way. I have not encountered much snub nose ammo. Wow, I could never have been alive for that much time. Yeah, I've been playing Project Zomboid for about probably like, God, at this point, at least like maybe like 11 years, something like that, 2015. I've been playing for quite some time. Build 42 has been my latest obsession here. All right, so we got ketchup. Dude, yeah, we got lots of calories. So we're gonna take these. We're gonna bring back loads of ketchup bottles. People be like, why do you have so many ketchup bottles? All for the calories, baby. Ooh, okay. Got a couple friends coming this way. All right, and there's no more ketchup bottles. And all the rest are just rotten burgers. All right. All right. So I think for our purposes, I don't need to stick around and get into more conflict. Let's go this way. Let's pull towards somewhere safe. Alex says, that's cool. I just subscribed to your channel. You look like a chill, peasy YouTuber. Can you maybe show a tour of your base? So my current base, right, let me pull up my map really quick. So my current base is, I guess, I should probably get somewhere safe. Hang on one second. Let's do this way. What is this building? Do I spot cigarettes? All right, here I can hit. Let's pull open the map and then I can pause this. All right. So I started in Maldra down over here, starting safe house that I got here. Cleared my way through, amassed a lot of knowledge by breaking into the elementary school, got some books, all of that stuff, learned how to make a generator. And then my current base right now is in northern Maldra. This is where I have like a fence line kind of just around here. I stole about 4 or 5 different chickens that live there. And currently, to give you some idea of what exactly is going on, so we have ventured from our northern safe house down this side of the Dixie Highway, 31 West, and I need to turn and get back onto Riverside Road. I'll take you to the lake house, and this is where we are currently trying to move. There is a dirt road here, but dirt roads have trees growing through it becomes a real big pain in the ass. So what I'm going to try to do is drive all the way up to Riverside Road back over here. I've hiked in before, so I'm going to drive this truckload of supplies up to this point. Then we're going to hike inward, drop the supplies off, and then I'm going to build a road to connect from here to here out of wood. That is going to be the plan. Why there's so many skulls at the gas station. Yeah, there were a ton of Zeds at the time, and I guess I can probably remove them now. Yeah, so way back in the day, there were a lot of Zeds over here. But yeah, we, in the last couple of episodes, traveled all the way around this area to get us to the lake house. And this time I decided to go up this road, and there's a ton of vehicles that are blocking the road. I'm gonna actually mark them on the map now. Let's do some of these. Yeah, so there were a bunch of cars, just a lot. I basically had to drive through a bunch of wreck this way. So I'll add a note here and say, wreck of doom. And I believe that there were also some more over here too. Let's maybe kind of put a couple. There were more wrecks. Oops, more wrecks. There we go. Yeah, so I so this is your first time joining the, oh Jesus, hang on. Where's that guy in there? This is your first time joining the channel. So I do a lot of Project Zomboid. I have started to do a Life is Strange playthrough of the original Life is Strange with my wife. She's played it. I haven't played it all the way through, so we've been doing that, and then I'm getting ready to add RimWorld to the mix. So kind of the 3 things I got going on right now. I also make my own podcast, Just Some Podcasts, so you got a couple of episodes on my channel if you were interested. In my day-to-day job, I'm a software engineer, so I've done some conversations surrounding artificial intelligence, and then I like to do a lot of storytelling and just like immersive audios. I'm a musician as well, so you'll hear a lot of music on my channel, and I pride myself on my audio mix. I try to make sure that everything sounds as professional as possible, because I know that if something sounds really bad, it makes it difficult for me to listen to. Ooh, we need to grab our seltzer water, put that up there. Yeah, dude, our guy is dealing with some heaviness right now. I just started with build 42 with my friend. We're kind of new, maybe 50 hours each. Do you have any tips to give me? Yeah, so if you're just starting build 42, first and foremost, it is unstable. So if you're playing, just be prepared for your game to crash, or if they make an update, it could kill your character. That's what happened with one of my characters here when I started recording. I had made it past like 1,000 Zeds killed, and I was probably like 90 plus days, just shy of 100 days before that killed my character. So be prepared for that. When it comes to gasoline, I'm sure you're already aware, but you want to make sure that you have a rubber hose. Big tip here. Don't just go around eating all of the raw food that you see, or just, chips and, beans or whatever. Take the time. Okay, so this is the dirt road. If we pause right here, let's click C, you'll see us. Yeah, so we're gonna go up this way. So take some time to actually tap into the cooking system. Cooking definitely makes a huge impact on your character, and specifically something to pay attention to whenever it comes to cooking. It's not just about filling your food or filling your stomach with food. It's about the caloric intake. So, for example, one of my earlier versions of this character, I was foraging. I was up to like level 9 and had foraged and eaten a lot of mushrooms and, bell peppers and, things like that. But they're not very calorically dense. So I was ending up losing weight. If you press J, it'll show you your weight here. I got one arrow pointing down. So that means that I'm actively losing weight right now. But this is not a problem. Your healthy weight is between 75 kilograms and 85 kilograms. If you go below 75, you're underweight. If you go above 85, you are overweight. And that affects, your character will become more lethargic. And the more lethargic that they are, the less effective they will be in combat. You might have noticed there's this little moodle up here. My character says I'm very uncomfortable. So I'm covered in blood too. If I press J, you can see it on my character. But if I show, let's kind of pull up my clothes here. So you can see my character is dirty and there's a little gauge for the blood too. So the more blood and stuff that you have on your character, you'll end up getting depressed too. You can combat all of that with medicine. If you start to try to attack too many Zeds at once, you'll get panicked, and panicking really, really hinders your ability to attack effectively. So, okay, so this looks actually close to where we want our road to be. So let's pause real quick. So this is going to be, we want to go down just a little bit more. All right, this is just about in line. All right, so I'm going to put a marker on the map really quick. Location. We're going to say road end. All right, and then we're going to put a little thing here. We're going to say road begin. All right, so we are going to need to build this way effectively. We want, let's see if I can do this, something like that. And then let's add this. Can I rotate that marking? Move it. There we go. And then wish I could duplicate. That would make my life so much easier. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Let's rotate. When you add a normal note, I know you're able to, but I feel like they could definitely improve the map system. Yeah, this is the goal for right now, is us building this road. Otherwise, I would definitely show you the current residence. We just left it. All right, and we're almost there. I should probably add like 2 more, something like that. Yeah. 1, 2. All right, let's rotate this guy. Move it. Rotate this one. Move it. Rotate a little bit more. Awesome. Okay, cool. So this is the goal. We want to build a road. Well, for just some dudes, you're really cool. I'll make sure to check out those videos in your podcast of yours. Well, awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you so much. All right, so from right here, let's go ahead and show you our current residence, right? So we are going to need to do a couple of things. I'm going to grab the wooden axe. All right, and then the carton of nails. I'm going to grab one whole carton of nails. The other's gonna stay in the car for right now. All right, so let's meander, shall we? All right, so we go this route. You're going to see not too far in and not too obscured by trees is a little dirt path. And once we connect to this dirt path, it'll lead to the estate, this lake house that we've got over here. So yeah, the bushes and stuff like that, like this, we want to clear and make room. So the road is gonna cut through here. Let me make sure it is. Yep. So luckily, a large amount of work is already done for us. So chopping trees down and stuff, there's only gonna be a few that we really have to chop. And then to make a wooden floor so that no trees or brush grows through it, it's gonna be one plank of wood, one hammer, one nail. And this leads all the way to this gate right here. And then now you're gonna see a whole bunch of Zeds, a bunch of dead Zeds. All right. So you can see my character right here. I have this awful odor. If you start to see this will get more and more red with all of the dead bodies. That you can die from corpse sickness. When you said unstable earlier, how does that work? Do the saves delete themselves randomly? Is it when they update? Is there any way that we can maybe get it back? Yeah, so in between updates, right? So this is the unstable branch of development. And in between updates, right? So I'm on build 42.15 right now. So if they release a new update tomorrow, like build 42.16, for example, or build 42.2, if they did that. Oh, we got another Zed here. We have several Zeds in this area. Interesting. They were not here before. Hang on one sec. I gotta drop my carton of nails on the ground. And my wood axe. All right, I want to pull out my crowbar really quick. I got my rifle. Hang on. Yeah, give me 1 second here. I was not anticipating seeing Zeds here. Weird how they have respawned. All right. I see like 3. Let's just hope that this is all that's here. He's dead. All right. So there's 2 left. All right. Uh-oh, got to reload. Not the first time that's happened. Okay, still got 3. Goodness gracious. Damn it. Takes only 5 shots. I keep thinking it takes 6. Now, my character is very tired right now, exhausted with this image over here. Excessive exertion. That is a very, very dangerous moodle. These guys, normally you can outwalk them. I cannot. Son of a bitch. All right. I think we're good. There's another Zed over there, but we need to sit down. Rest. Yeah, you see this exhausted Moodle? You want to sit down. I'm a little bit hurt because I am overweight right now. 18 out of... Yeah, it's because I'm carrying the shotgun. Yeah, okay. So back to what we were talking about. When they update the game... you can, so when you try to open the save file, it will say that the world would need to be converted to be able to work. So all of the tiles and stuff that you have rendered, they basically have to re-render and reprocess. So you would just back up your game, and then the update would process the game save file. And then if anything were to go bad, they typically, I mean, they give you the ability to choose which branch you're on. And I know that they've cleaned some of them up recently, but you should be able to continue if you wanted to stick on your branch. Another example, we're on update 42.15. If I go to 42.14, will it still get deleted? Eventually, right, they might stop completely, distributing that version. So yeah, you could lose that save. It's recommended by them, by the Indie Stone, to just update and then start a new game save. Holy shit, my car is being swallowed by the earth. There we go. Now, wait, hang on. Did I have my gun in here? Okay, tracking 1. Sweet. Yeah, so I would caution against playing older versions, because it's likely that they won't support it for extended period. Okay, yep, so this is definitely where my gun went. There's the M1A rifle, and that takes what ammunition? Contains a magazine, M1A magazine. I got another shotgun in here, but yeah, you can see I got 4 boxes of 7.62 51 millimeter. All right, sleeping bag. There's our cooking 3. Awesome, noisemaker, baseball bat. Yeah, so we're all set. Let's try to recover. I really was not prepared to have all of these Zeds here. We need our guy to rest. Man, all of the fucking windows are broken in here. Shit. The doors, everything. I'm coming back in here for the first time. I heard when you get to Louisville, press Q to get an antidote. Yeah, it's the only way. The only way to win the game is to get to Louisville and press Q. All right, I want to sneak around the back really quick. So we have this garden that has been ready to harvest bell peppers, turnips, blooming turnips, these sunflowers. Yeah, a bunch of them are dead, but ready to harvest watermelons. Yeah. So we should try to harvest what we can and store them in the fridge. Okay, so this appears to be the only other Zed that I can see. I don't see anyone else. You wearing headphones? Oh, I hear another one. Bam. Okay. Phew. And 6:50 p.m. in game? Damn. So let's turn this guy... Turn him on. Last question, are the updates kind of frequent? Do you recommend playing just to discover build 42 or play casually, putting effort, even if one day it will be deleted? I recommend playing it. For me, I have been playing this character for the last like month or two and have survived the updates. And I really enjoy the changes. So I think it's worth your time for sure. Even if the character might get corrupted, you're gonna learn a lot about the game just through playing it. Yeah, so this base I really like because take a look at this. We've got a spinning wheel here, so you can spin thread from wool. We don't have any raw wool though, or flax. It's been heckled. But we're gonna sit in this rocking chair and smoke a cigarette because we need to calm down. Yeah, I would say that there's no problem in playing casually build 42, even if you die, even if the world gets deleted. Just be aware that it's a possibility. So even if it gets updated, you can possibly maybe continue the same playthrough, if I understand. Yeah, correct. Yeah, I started this save on like build 42.13 because I was doing just fine on the previous build, but for some reason when we went and I upgraded to build 42.13, my character spawned in with like burns, broken bones, no inventory. All of his skills had been reset. It was like a what the fuck moment. So I just decided to kill that character off and start this one, which he was also Frank Fultz. So I just call this the Frank Fultz Chronicles. This is version 3 of him. But this one I started on build 42.13 and it's currently build 42.15.2. So he has survived thus far. Interesting. If you left click while you're in the chair, he's like turns his head. All right. I want to go downstairs really quick and grab a book so my character can read it. Speaking of which, hang on. Were there any books in here that were good? Nope. All right, yeah, and we had been storing, let's go back in here. Dude, I gotta fix the doors, I gotta fix the windows. This place is a fixer-upper, that's for sure. And those Zeds definitely respawned while I was away. All right, the shotgun, we are gonna place that guy right there. All right, we are gonna pack the ammo in ammo boxes. We're gonna place them right there. Oops, damn it. There we are, place this round as well. Well, it was fun watching you. I'll definitely come back. I got class tomorrow and pretty tired, so keep up the good work. Don't forget the road. And hope you'll remember me when I come back. See ya. Absolutely. Alex, thank you so much for joining. I'm grateful that you were able to catch me live. So I usually turn these things around within like 3 to 5 days that I try to get the VOD uploaded. So I will catch you around. Hope you have a great week, my friend. Thank you for your subscription, and I will catch you in the VOD. All right, we do got shovels, so we can bury that body. As far as what I've got in the duffel bags, I didn't bring any ammunition there. There's my books. All right. Masonry 1 and cooking 3. Let's start reading Masonry 1. And I'm going to grab Canned vegetable soup. All right, open and eat it. All right, well, that was a lie because you just opened it. You didn't eat it, Frank. All right, let's tuck this empty can in there. All right, we are gonna go hang in this bedroom with all these bell peppers. It's like, it's the scene of a madhouse. There's just a whole bunch of bell peppers in here. That's hilarious. I forgot that I left those here. Oh my goodness. And they're all stale too. No. Eat one of them bell peppers. That's hilarious. All right, let's rest on this mahogany bed. Start reading this book. Yes, it's gonna take 7 hours. Ugh. What I'm gonna do real quick, because there's so many things that are being powered right now. Need to, that's so funny. I wanted to do, let's go fill. My goodness, can't see anything. This is what I wanted to do, turn these off. That way they're not taking up power. We'll turn on the fridge, the refrigerators when we start using them. There we go. We got a box of garbage bags in here. Awesome. Okay. Now let's go back out here. I want to see how many things this thing is powering right now. 3 chest freezers, a chrome fridge, 25 lights. Built-in fridge counter. All right, so there's 5 refrigerators. We'll turn off the lights that we don't need. We don't need on. Holy shit, there's a whole ass other generator here. Well, I'll be. Good to know. All right, that's off, that's off. All right, I'll turn this light off in here. I don't know how I missed that other generator, but there's a whole other generator. All right, so let's turn these things off. All right, this guy. Yep, just a bunch of rotten stuff. Turn that off. Okay, cool. Hey, we got a coffee machine. Sweet. Juice. Instant popcorn. Nice. Turning off all the lights that I see. Otherwise, this place is just going to eat up all of the gasoline. There we go. Well, let's turn this one off out here, or these two. And walk around. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, no, okay. I already turned that fridge off. Okay, I think that is about it. Let's go upstairs real quick. Nothing in here. Just double check for lights and fridges. And there's a computer. Nothing. Such a big house. My God. There it is. All right, cool. I think everything is turned off. It does make sounds that creep me out. Big closet in here. All right. Oh, yeah, and let's turn this lamp off. Turn that light off. We'll fill up on our water, and then we will head to bed. All right, let's smoke that, and then we will head to bed. Will we make it all the way? Yes, we will. All right. All right, my friends. This has been quite the busy day of streaming for me. So we're 2 hours in today. I think that this is where I'm going to have to call it because I don't know that I'm going to be able to sit here and chop all of this wood right now in the moment. So let's take a moment here and let's go through our journey. Take a look and see where we are at. All right. So we started at our northern safe house. We have taken several trips back and forth between our starting safe house and the northern safe house to deliver all of our books and kind of consolidate some of the food that we have here. We've taken several trips to collect some of our chickens and put them back in the northern safe house. The goal, what we've currently been working toward over the last couple of episodes here, is moving into the lake house. So we need to begin our road, right, to be able to get in and out of the lake house more effectively. We were able to to see several car wrecks just completely plaguing this side of the highway. So whenever the time comes to return home, definitely would be wiser to just go back around the way that we had come, even if this does look longer. And who knows, maybe eventually we can break through all of this forest and connect the road. That would be a hell of a dissection. I don't know that I could do that. But Mr. Frank Fultz has survived 1 month, 20 days, 17 hours, 1,177 Zeds killed. Current weight is 78 kilograms with 1 arrow pointing down. Mr. Frank Fultz, our park ranger, has truly evolved. Let's take a look at his skill set really quick. So our aiming and our reloading we've continued to work at. We are about a third of the way toward level 5 in each. Our axe, we still need to keep pushing on. We are working toward level 2, but our long blunt is almost, we're about a third of the way there toward level 6, as well as our maintenance. Our carpentry we've been building, we're at almost level 8. We're just shy of halfway. Our cooking, we are almost to level 5, again about halfway there. Carving, level 2. Electrical, we are working our way toward level 4 right now. Have not touched our masonry skill yet, or napping really, and mechanics at level 4. So we've done quite a lot to keep ourselves moving in the right direction. Agriculture, almost level 3, but we're honestly probably not going to touch this for quite some time. That animal care, we're at 21.25 out of 75. We petted our chickens several times, so we made them happy. Foraging, we're at level 5. Trapping, level 3. Man, we have been surviving now for what? This is 31 different episodes ranging between an hour and a half to about 4.5 hours worth of time. We are at 145 subscribers as I record this right now on this Sunday evening of March the 15th. We've seen so many new people join the community. So if that has been you, I want to say thank you. I do want to say thank you to every single person that has clicked the subscribe button, liked the videos, commented. You guys are the reason that I do this. I really enjoy sharing all of my experiences with you all and building a community. I would have never imagined that over 300 hours worth of my content would be watched in 3 days, let alone almost 3,000 hours. So with all of that being said, thank you for everybody that has taken the time to interact. Truly, as we continue to grow this audience, I just want to make sure that I don't forget to say thank you. So I will see all of you in the next video. As always, my friends, I am just some dude on the internet. Have a great week.